What's up, everybody? It's the Roundtable Sports Podcast. My name is Taylor McLean, and we're going to take a look at the Baltimore Ravens win over the Detroit Lions. I cut all the fat off of the game and marked it up so we'll know what's happening and when, and it should be a fun time for both of us to react together and get a feel for what happened in this game. Let's go ahead and get it started. Lamar with the play action. They did a good job of mixing in the play action and getting the backs involved. I felt like that was something they hadn't been as successful in. Fooled the cameraman. Let's watch the overhead view so we actually can see what happens. Fakes it to Gus. Hutchinson crashes hard. He has plenty of time to get the ball out. Lamar did a good job of mixing in both passing and rushing on this day. So we're going to get to see a lot of that. Obviously, we know what happened with Lamar going off for touchdowns, but we want to see how it happened and why. Watch Zay break it off once he gets past the zone, but before he gets to the safety, finds the soft spot, makes it happen. Well done. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Let's get myself transformed here. There we go. Now I'm looking the right way. Lamar doing his thing. Like I said, he mixed it in pretty well. You know, him running versus him looking to throw downfield. Gus Bus, too, was going really well in this game. Here goes Lamar with the run. Read the defensive end, or the linebacker, and then take off. Good tackle. Good tackle right there. And then Lamar, fake out. I love this play. Love that block right there. Watch the linebacker crash really hard right here in. And then whoop, there's no chance after that. And then they've got the lead blocker. Beautifully executed. A lot of beautiful scheming by both teams, actually. I like the way that both teams scheme their offense right there. And part of it is that both teams have linemen that can pull. So I'll be highlighting that throughout. Watch, sorry, my pointing, but watch the pull, and they're going to follow behind it. There's a bunch of that where they try to get two lead blockers in front in various ways to try and fool both defenses. And both offenses are successful with that throughout the game. So I'll be highlighting that. Also, I highlight who we're supposed to be watching on a given play. So that's the other way we kind of know what's going to be happening. Good throw by Jarek. Badabuke. The defensive tackles for the Ravens are an underrated part of what make this defense go, because they're really hard to move off the ball. And that's actually something that the Lions benefit from as well. Oh, I love that. We got to watch that again. I love watching linemen get after it. Let's watch Penei Sewell take off with the ball. He actually does advance this ball. Jared just lets it get loose. Bam! Go, Penei. Go. Run for all the offensive linemen. That a boy. All right, so punt. We don't watch punts unless something happens, which nothing happened on punts. Nothing of note anyway. Lamar just navigating the pocket with certainty in this game. They did not get a good feel for him, in the pocket. He was able to move around wherever he wanted. That's a tough throw. Not a whole lot of space. 21 playing it real tight. This might be a bad one. Let's see. Oh, kind of sidearms it. Who was that to? I don't know. I'm not sure who that was to, but we're okay. We're going to go with it. Make sure that we don't have background audio coming off of ESPN. Great. All right, sorry about that. I got paranoid there for a second. We might have some background audio there. That can ruin this. All right. Little play action. Lamar, bam. Didn't even set his feet for that one. Just kind of flips his hips and gets that off. That's really good. Oh, goodness. All right, so a lot to explain. This is the counter action I'm talking about. Okay, so everybody's blocking down. He's going for this linebacker. He's going for the defensive end, defensive tackle. Center's going back. So everybody blocks down, and then we're going to have our left there, the actual right tackle and right guard pull around, and then Gus takes the false step that way and then goes this way. That gets the defense flowing this way, and then you have blockers out front coming this way. So let's take a look at it in real time. They do it from the pistol. And then Gus Bus gets out in front. Sorry, they skipped a little bit there, but that's all right. Quick incomplete. Nothing to see here. Just kind of a missed pass. That happens with Lamar. That's just how it's going to go sometimes. But he had the accuracy today. And you notice, like, Detroit doesn't do a very good job of containing him. They're not staying in their lanes. You notice they're just trying to get upfield, and that's traditionally not how you stop Lamar. Okay, they kind of had him shadowed on that one, but I mean, still, you're going to see throughout he's able to maneuver and get things done in a way that is problematic for the Lions for sure. Uh-oh. Lamar about to get his touchdown on. Oh. God dang, how long does he have that ball for? I believe they said 9.8 seconds is how long he holds that ball. It's incredible. That's too long to have to cover. I mean, look how many different moves that guy makes before ultimately he gets open. That's not fair to your cornerbacks. That's not good pass rushing, and that's why you have to contain Lamar. You have to make him a pocket passer, and they didn't do that on this day. And it's really hard. To be fair, it's really, really hard to do that. Okay, we got stretch. Everybody's trying to get up a level. Good run. The good teams I've noticed are a combination of stretch and zone and pulling linemen as well. It's kind of not a good throw by Jared. Jared had an off day. We're talking about Lamar having a good day. Jared was just a little bit off. The Ravens did a good job of taking him off of his first read, and that's a big problem for Jared. Great throw by Lamar. Got a little post action right here. Linebackers don't get enough depth. Bam, puts it right over the top of them. Well done, Lamar. Running up the guts. Everybody man on a man. I'd like to see Gus cut that up a little bit more, but that's Monday morning quarterbacking at its finest, so we'll just let it be. Lamar, we're watching what he does once again. Okay, see, he's from the pocket right there. Bam, making throws. Let's watch Zay break it off right here. Guy's fast. And they have to respect that speed, so all that underneath stuff is open. Uh-oh, Ricard. I love the block and then the get out into space, because that's a big time, chip from Ricard, and then he's out in space. Nobody's paying him any attention. Then it's a 400-pound man, out in space. Like that play a lot too. I'd be stealing that play if I were other NFL teams. Let's watch it again. So we're going to have both tight ends right here heading that way. I likely pull blocking, then he's going to get the ball out front. Watch it again. Bam. He does have to kind of make that one guy miss, which could be problematic, but it's just interesting offense that gets the defense going every which way. You can't see me. John Cena style. And Ravens had that going on today, and that's what I expected from them. And it's with the new coordinator, and it's just taken some time to get running, and now they seem to be running a little bit more on all cylinders. Let's watch Mark Andrews score this touchdown again. Now, sorry, Detroit fans, if you're still with me after I've talked crap about your team, but all right. So gonna have Mark going across the formation here. The linebackers, it's too late. Not to mention Mark Andrews is just as fast as those linebackers or faster. So that's way too late for those linebackers to get there. I feel like the Lions kind of lost a little bit of their safety. Coming off the edge, get down. I feel like the Lions kind of lost some of their edge without David Montgomery. And it was kind of apparent in this game. Sorry, I went back a little too far. They kind of lost a little bit of their identity. As much as I might like Jahmyr Gibbs, not being able to jam it up the middle did really hurt them overall. Let's watch this play again. So we're going to have off screen here, we have a defensive back who's going to come screaming in. You notice that 50 here is going to take up the left tackle. And then they don't really have anything let's see. Jahmyr Gibbs, I imagine that's his guy. Oh, no. Just not enough guys. They have a double team by the center and guard. That's a really tough ask for them to get out there and get this. Okay, 3rd and 16. I marked it because although he completes that pass, that's not going to get the first down. So we have a punt. And, okay, oh, wait, watch. Whoop. Aiden gets in there a little bit too much. Lamar takes advantage. Most quarterbacks can't outrun Aiden Hutchinson to the edge like that. Let's watch it again. Is that Aiden? Yeah, I think that's him. I saw another white guy over there, and that's Alizone. All right, Gus Bus, what you got for us, buddy? Well blocked. Moses laid out a great block on that right tackle. We'll see that again, too. All right, so watch right here. They're just kind of going to zone up and try to get to the next level. Watch the right side of the line here that blocks for Gus Bus. See, they kind of double. Ricard ends up being able to take care of him, and then that allows Moses to get to the linebacker. Good stuff. Got another zone play. This is Justice Hill. Right guard gets on the linebacker. Another beautifully blocked play. One more time. All right, so everybody's trying to get up a man. So if there's a guy like in between them, they might double, like but really it's a hat on this one. I think the right tackle and right guard might double, but other than that, everybody's kind of hat on a hat. Nope. They just get on their level, and when you get to the second level and you get your hands on linebackers, that's when you see runs go like this. It's when the defensive tackles are able to take up those blockers that, that's when bad stuff happens for the offense running the ball. All right, Mark Andrews out on the right. We're going to watch this one again because I was talking through it the first time. Watch him just kind of get lost in the mix. I mean, he kind of chips off of him a little bit. Beautifully done. He's a master of getting it. He's one of the best tight ends. He's beautiful at getting into those zones. Watch Lamar again, creating the time. Oof. Nearly hits Andrews again. Well done. Okay, I like this pitch play. Everybody out in space. Gus Bus. Sorry if you don't like the nickname, but I'm on board. We're using it. I want it with the animation, but we're not going to risk it. So we've got tackle. We got another guy moving out to try and get out in front. We've got the pitch. I like how they kind of move. They kind of immediately get out to Gus right there. And it's a lot of momentum to try to stop out on the edge when you're as big as Gus Edwards is. So, well schemed. Little short pass. Oh, dropped it. Not a fumble. Another screen. Going out double screen, huh? Going to the other way. Well more executed on that one. Trying to slow down the Ravens here. A little bootleg. Well played. Outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, they didn't really have a lot going. Oh, watch this. This is how fast Jared Goff is. And that's not fast. And that's one of my overall issues with him it is partly the foot speed. And I think that's why his second play isn't as good as his first play. Like when he knows where he's going to deliver the ball, like right there, he delivers a beautiful ball. But that one was 3rd and 12. That's not good to be throwing short passes. I guess they knew they were going to go for it. So 4th and 8, here we go. Ooh. That was tight coverage, but that's a horrible throw. All right, so Ravens ball. And I'll get to my let me get back to my Jared Goff point in a minute. Let's focus on the Ravens for a second. That's a beautiful counter. Let's take a look at all right, so it's not usually the center and the tackle that they pull. The center snapping the ball and pulling is kind of rare, which only the good centers can do, which, you know what? I like 64. He's been doing us right today. Really, the whole Ravens offensive line had a great day. So center, back tackles pulling, everybody else blocking down. It also helps that you have Ricard to seal the edge. Let's watch it again. Bam. Oh. Like that. Ricard hits him, and then they kick him out with the tackle. Let's watch Lamar. So much time. And that was such a casual flip. Just bleep. Well done. Plenty of arm on Lamar. That's not the problem at all. It's the accuracy. It's the accuracy in pure passing situations. Okay, this is a cool play. They run people out so that they can run somebody across the middle. Let's watch. Let's watch it again. All right, so the Ricard and I think that's Justice coming out of the backfield. They are just going to take off to the left, and then they're going to have a receiver coming across the middle. The Jaguars scored on something similar like this on kind of a different conceptually, but I like the concept of making the eyes. See how the linebackers run off? If if Lamar hits him running in stride, that might be a touchdown. Good little chip block by Justice, but nowhere to go. Well played by the Lions. Uh-oh. Negative Lamar play. Oh, fumble Ruski. I don't know. Hard to tell whose fault that is, but okay. All right, so Jared. We're talking about Jared earlier. And when he knows where he's going, he has one of the best balls. Like when bam. He knows where he's going. Bam. On him. Hits the out. A lot of this Amon-Ra St. Brown stuff, it's beautiful. It's when he has to improvise. Like when he gets pressured and the play doesn't go as planned, that's when he runs into trouble. And then he doesn't have the foot speed to outrun people when he is in trouble. So he has to make a play with his arm. He doesn't always see the field great in those moments. But see, right there, boom, right on stride. Let's watch it. Let's watch him break off the route. Bam, well done. I think they even called a penalty right there, not on the Lions, on the Ravens. So the Ravens are up. They've backed off a little bit, but at this point they haven't done the full back off yet. And that one right there I don't think was Goff's fault. That was the receiver. A little wide receiver screen. They knew they weren't going to be able to run the ball with power, so they definitely did more of the short passing game than they're typically doing. And that's part of why I was talking about David Montgomery earlier, is it felt like they lost a little of their identity and it turned them into more of a speed team than I like them to be, and they like themselves to be. They like to cram it with David Montgomery and then work it. Kind of open he gets right there. Well played. Long route. That's good pass protection to be able to wait that long. Good throw by Goff. He delivers a beautiful deep ball. And if you look at the stats on Goff, it doesn't look like he had a bad day. But he just missed some critical throws. The offense wasn't explosive enough. And here you go. But then again, you watch some of these throws, right? That's a great throw. Oh, dang, that animation went fast. Okay, we're going to have to see that again. Good run by Jameer. By the way, this when I talk about the running part of this for the Lions, it's not that in David Montgomery, dang it, I missed it again. It's the fact that it's just they don't run the same between the tackles without him. So I don't know. Sorry, we're watching this again. We're in the mud here. We're in the mud. We'll get there. Got it. All right. So once again, pullers. So we're gonna have this is why it's interesting. They're gonna have the left guard pull right, but then instead they're gonna. The fullback's going to take steps the same way, and then he's going to pull back, and they're going to run a counter. Another play I would steal if I was the NFL right here. Sorry it was so short. It got recorded weird. But anyway, I thought that was cool conceptually. Maybe a little in the weeds there. All right, coming off the edge. Clowney. Bam. Oh, is that Clowney? Surely. Yeah. Okay. I forgot he was 24. And see, they did not want any part of that. That's why you're seeing the screens and whatnot. We got, that's Amon-Ra was cooking people, and that's the reason they did what they did. I mean, they got some other contributions, but it is more Amon-Ra heavy than they would like. They did a bunch of these little reverse, throw it back, fake it to the halfback. They do that at least 3 times. Another play that a lot of the NFL is running is that play. Sorry. This isn't perfectly edited. I edited this together earlier, but we're just kind of reacting to it on the fly. All right, so watch. They're going to fake the reverse around. They're going to fake it to Jameer as well. Or first they're going to fake it to Jameer in the backfield, and then they're going to fake the receiver, and then they're going to throw the screen. Also, watch the linemen. You notice they don't get too upfield, but they do act like they're run blocking. So it's a good fake all around. Jameer makes a good move right there, and they're off. That's what Jameer is for. Where it's lacking is unlike this play. This is one that they need David Montgomery on there to cram that stuff in there. So it definitely hurts their identity overall. Let's watch Goff. Gross. I mean, he was just throwing that away. Uh-oh. Extra gross on this one. So pure passing situation. He's got it. Okay, first read isn't open. What does he do? Bad. That's the problem. He can't improvise. Now that's a tough play, but once the first play breaks down, it's over, and that's a big problem. And that's why there's some games that you see him play great because that team can't get him out of that mix. Another great play by the defense. But there's some teams that can cover the first read and can predict what the offense is going to do. And then when that makes Jared have to make plays like he's a quarterback that's capable of reading the field and making those beyond the first read reads, and he doesn't do it. All right. Beautiful pull by Ricard right there. I love Ricard. All right. Oh, Gus Bus. Watch how Lamar creates the time, and then Gus kind of slips out right there and off to the races, even though Gus isn't the fastest guy. He still gets out there. He's a load in space. He's throwing stiff arms. Let's watch it again. All right, so Lamar's going to fake. I believe it's a fake to Gus, right? Okay, fake to Gus. I love how Gus slips out. He just gets beyond the defense, and then boom. Gus. Guy's so big and strong. Dudes like that aren't supposed to move like that, and that's why he's an NFL running back. 100%. Let's watch him get up in the middle, man on a man. Oh, even they have kind of like a fake Lamar pull right there. I wish I would have marked that. See, they've got the eyes moving around, and now all eyes on Mark Andrews. Boop. That's unfair to. Oh man, it's even 20. Oh man, that's one of the lines I like. Man, that's tough. That's a tough ask. Now, Baltimore is up big at this point, right? So the Ravens are going to rush a little bit but they're also going to back off a little bit too. So if Jared plays better at this point, it's only because the Ravens back off. So they haven't done it yet though. So they're going to keep their foot on the pedal for a while, but just know that this is why some people question Jared. Oh, coming off the edge. Okay, what? That's it. That's his that's a microcosm of his improvisational skills. Every NFL play is two plays. It's the intended play, and then the second play is what happens after the intended play does not go as planned. What happens when you get punched in the mouth, Jared Goff? You fold. You fold. That's why it's never going to go all the way. I mean, he got to the Super Bowl, but that's because Sean McVay was managing him perfect. And Ben Johnson is great, and he is managing him perfect now with plays like this. He's not asking Jared to make any reads right there. Uh-oh. Big fella. Splitting double teams. The Ravens are tough up front. I forget about Clowney, too. I forget about him sometimes. Matabuke, the defensive just boop. Who was that to? Who knows? Let's see it again. Oh, let's watch it one more time from this angle, and then let's see it from the other angle. I assume he misread that. Like, both the receivers go opposite directions from where that should have been, right? And that just goes to your processing power. Like, what are you doing? Jared is a top 15 quarterback, but he is incomplete. That is my point. He is incomplete. Another good-looking counter. Great play by the defensive tackle to get off his block to get that. Because watch how it's... I know I keep harping on the counter, but here it is once again. This side's going to block down. Left side's pulling out to be lead blockers. And it takes a great play by the defensive tackle to get off of Moses to make that play. Otherwise, lots of space for Gus to run through right there. Gus up the middle. Well blocked, good cut, good tackle by Aiden Hutchinson right there. Counter again, coming the other way. Once again, we have hit the point in the game where the Ravens feel like they're up. So they are going to take their foot off the gas a little bit. But Lamar, He's not, I mean, he's still gunning for it. Third down screen. But see, third down screen, that's a little bit more conservative than what they were doing before. There you go. Punt. We don't watch punts. All right, Jared, what you got for us? Good throw. Good throw. Intended play. First read. Bam. Jared throws a beautiful ball. He's got plenty of arm strength, and he just lacks it in the processing department, man. I'm telling you. He just, it's just a little bit incomplete. And the Ravens right now are glad to let them do this until the cows come home because they have a huge lead and they just want the clock to run. By all means, throw your checkdowns. Uh-oh. Except for when you get bull rushed. Golly. 50 is a beast. Love it. Let's watch it again. I want the full thing. Oh, he was close on the one before that, too. Wow. I want the full mamma jamma. Yeah! That is converting speed into power. When he drives into him, he puts his hands on him and drives him back. Love it. It's football. Oh my God, that's my favorite. Oh my God, that's my favorite. Okay, gotta watch Jared Goff really closely right here. All right, they're gonna get after him. Don't worry about the rest of this. Just watch Jared the whole way through. Watch him get ragdolled. Oh my God, he gets pulled down so hard. I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry, Detroit fans. You just have to know how I feel about your quarterback, okay? I'm sorry. He's incomplete. And there's going to be times where he makes that throw, and there's going to be times where he has no idea where to go with the ball, and it's going to be infuriating. And then there's going to be times where Jahmyr Gibbs gets out into space and just takes off. Let's watch it again from that angle. Let's watch just beautifully schemed. By the way, I love the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator. Like they got owned on this day because the Ravens are good. All right, but watch the pull from the left tackle. They block down with the tight end in the slot. Penei Sewell out in front. God dang it, that's beautiful. That's beautiful football right there. Well done. Well played by everybody. The block's down. All right, so tough day for Detroit, but it's just the Ravens were able to kind of what I call summon bad Jared. They summoned bad Jared on this day. So it's tough, but it happens. Good play by Lamar right there. Another counter. I like that they get the guy running for the kick out on that one. And that's one of the advantages of having Ricard as a part of this running game, is being able to do stuff like that. Lamar, break and contain. That's Aiden's fault right there. They're trying so hard to get those rushes, and they just can't get there, man. And Lamar's making him pay. Ooh, big 90. They have big old boys up front. The Lions do. I appreciate that about them. But Lamar pwned him, man. Look at that. Just Odell sitting down right where he should be. He's got better weapons, and they're finally starting to show themselves. Finally. Oh. Editor screwed that one up. Wide receiver screen. Little play action off of it. Well played. That's Detroit flowing downhill. Detroit is good fundamentally as a defense, too. It just, man, Lamar breaks those fundamentals, and they just couldn't handle it, man. That's tough. I'd be interested to see what they do against like a Kyler Murray type. All right, we've hit the point in the game now that they got the field goal and stuff that Lions got to start scoring. Like, we got to start doing this. So checking down like that, no good. I know you got to get plays, and I know they can't all be down the field, but look how much space the Ravens are giving you. So this is where it gets confused with Jared, too. It's like, oh, man, he had 270 whatever yards or whatever. I don't even remember what the yard total was, but still, like, these are all empty calorie yards because you need to be scoring in bunches right here, right now. And the Ravens are more than happy to let you do this. But still, you got to do it, so whatever. I love Sam Laporta, by the way. I think he is really good. He was a part of my parlay. I hit a parlay with Sam Laporta Josh Reynolds, Jared Goff, Lamar. So that was fun. I think that's what put Sam Laporta over right there for me, so that's nice. He's a big old boy. He's country strong. He lays nice blocks. This is good Jared Goff stuff right here, but this is all too little too late. That might be the best spin move Jared has ever done to escape like something, but that was like third down too, or was it? No, okay, whatever. Good play. I still like Jared more than most of the incomplete quarterbacks. Like I like him more than Tannehill. I don't like him more than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is more complete. See, there's another improvisation by Jared. Let's watch it again. Watch this sidearm throw. Like, what do you... Doesn't have the quickness to get rid of it. He doesn't get rid of it quick enough. And there's dudes upon him. Uh-oh. And he bounced that one. Okay. Not great. Oof. And see, that's what starts happening. He starts having to work it down the field in pure passing situations and turnover on downs. And the Ravens are now trying to run out the clock. So we're going to get a big old heavy dose of the Gus Bus. Although I don't think they get anywhere with this, but not a fumble. Don't worry about it. Got a little Lamar. Woo, just a little bit outside. And punt. Not a bad throw. I mean, you know. All right, Jared. Put one on it right here. Bam! Plenty of arm. Oof. Just gets batted down. That's a good throw. I mean, that's a 50-50 throw. I'm not mad at that throw. Good defense, but, you know, that's trying to force it to Amon-Ra. Got somebody coming across the middle. Good play call. Threw it right where it needed to be, but that was... Oh, don't. Hands off. Another good throw. Once again, first read. He knows where it's going. Bam. He puts it on him. He's accurate, and he has plenty of arm, but... Oh, God, you'd love to see your wide receiver catch that. That's a totally catchable ball by Jared right there. So it's not always just Jared either. The outside of Amon-Ra, the wide receivers... I like Josh Reynolds, too, for the record, but... and that's the last play right there. That was Detroit giving up, by the way, at the very end. But they should. They were down, and it was a tough game for Detroit. A lot of people, like Stephen A., had him as, like, their number one on the power rankings and stuff, and the Ravens are just a really bad matchup, and they have a really good defense. Their defense has come together since they got Marlon Humphrey back. He's kind of a linchpin for them. You know, having him in the secondary to go along with their other good secondary pieces. So I hope this was fun for y'all. I was impressed with the Ravens. They've really come into their own in the last couple of weeks, especially with their offense. That was always going to take some time for Lamar to get comfortable with everything. So this is exciting for them to have something like this come together against what I think is a good defense. So hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how I can do better and what you'd like to see. Just comment and let me know you liked it if you did. I certainly need the likes and everything. I'm not some big figure yet, but you can help make me that figure by liking and subscribing and the like. And the more you do that, the more games I can get to in a week, because I'm pretty much maxing out at 3 since I have other things to do. So help me have less things to do by supporting, and have a great rest of your day.